so much for coming to our little tiny library. But I want to tell you about it really quickly. I was raised in the time of customer service in the 70s and trained in customer service. So that is what we have to offer here. If we can't get what you need, 99% of the time we can get it for you. We either buy it or we can do interlibrary loan. We also have a wonderful electronic book and audio download system through the state of Tennessee that you can use with your Caraville library card, which we can give you one here today if you would like. And I want to tell you how much story time means, I think, not just to me, but to the community. I went to training on the latest brain research years ago, and I just became so passionate about what we could do for the little ones. It's amazing how at this early time, how they need the stimulation to even have the brain lay out into the correct form so that when they need to retrieve information, it's easy for them. Otherwise, it can set up in boxes like a condo, and information retrieval can be difficult. So everything we do here works toward that. We don't focus on the reading that the schools will do, but we focus on everything that they need to be able to do that when everything they need to be ready to read. And again, we depend on county funds. We depend on the town of Caraville funds. We also depend heavily on state and did I say federal already? But anyway, state and federal. We receive federal grants that are administered through the state of Tennessee. And also, I have here, I don't see him, but I have some people I'd like to introduce. Our mayor is here, Bobby Stooksbury. He's back there. And also Councilwoman and Vice Mayor Beth Lawson. And I really feel like that they are open to us. As you can tell, we need more space. And so, I'm hopeful that we're going to start a dialogue about that. And I really appreciate the town. They kept us open during a really hard time when they could have closed the library, but they didn't. And they have just been very good to the library at a time when they really didn't have the money to be. And I really appreciate them. And I appreciate all of you.
And this is Jamie Sanford. She leads the preschool library story time here on Wednesdays at Caraville.
Yes, a little background about me. I was an elementary school educator before I had children and became a stay-at-home mom. And so within those first 6 months of literally not leaving my house with a new baby, my sister-in-law would come pick me up in her then minivan and bring me here to the Caraville Library to do the children's story time. And that was such a blessing. It was such a way for me to get out of the house, not wear sweatpants, and come talk to other moms and let my, baby be around other people. And that was just so wonderful. And then as my children began to grow, it became even more of a resource, not just for me, with getting to talk with other moms, which I still enjoy today, but for them to be able to just get familiar with the library and develop a love of reading and be introduced to some really great stories. And the lady who did it was a really good friend of mine, ended up moving away and kind of approached me about maybe taking over. And so I was honored, and I've been doing it for over a year now, and I just love it. I love getting to spend time with the kids. I love getting to focus on early childhood education. I just feel like that's so important. I feel like getting a love of reading is so important, even before the school years, because unfortunately school curriculum is just so kind of set as what it is. This is an opportunity for them to really be introduced to some really great literature, some really great children's stories, and to really have that base of a love of reading before they ever enter in the hallways of the classroom. And I have 2 little ones, like I said, myself, who unfortunately are sick today. They're out. They were so upset they couldn't come, but they love it. And this has just been, a huge part of my life for the past 6 years, since I've been a mother, since my sweet sister-in-law would come pick me up and make me get out of the house and interact with life. So I really appreciate that, and this has just been so wonderful, and I'm just honored to be here, and honored that we're, part of the chamber and can maybe, get the news out about how great this library really is. Robin and Miss Ann are just always so gracious, especially to us moms with young children. We feel welcomed here when our kids come in, and they may pull a book or two off the shelf, but she is so patient and she is so kind and so gracious. And I think I speak for everybody here how comfortable we are to come here and bring our kids here, and how thankful we are to be welcomed so warmly and so graciously by them. So just really, really, really glad to be a part of it.